All right, so you finished up a couple of our different number words last time. We're going to finish up the teen numbers, or at least the teen row of numbers today. Some of them do not have the word teen in them because there's some words, numbers that just don't fit our pattern that we've been learning. So you're going to do this page at the end of this thing just to practice all the rest of the numbers. It's page number 99. It's got a little orange guitar. It says number matching representation for 13, 12, 11, and 20. And we're going to make sure that you guys can color in the right amount of little objects. They have a whole bunch of objects here. You're not going to color them all in. But first, let's learn about these words. These are the last couple number words for the teen group. And the next set of tens, which are the 20s, we're going to be getting into the 20s. So today we're going to learn about 11, 12, 13, and 20. I crossed all these out because we've already done those with the other lessons. We're going to learn how these words look today, so that when we see them in our writing, or if we see them in a problem, we know what they look like. So we've got 11, 12, 13, and 20 to talk about today. Again, you're going to need to practice tracing these words. You're also going to kind of have to know what you'll have to count out that many objects. So we'll just start with 11 and 12. 11 and 12 kind of break some of our rules about the number words because they are spelled way differently, or they're spelled different than everything else we've done. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of get them out of the way. And these are just they're almost like sight words in that you guys are going to have to learn them just like our sight words and, can, but those type of words you just need to eventually know what they look like. So you just kind of keep looking at them and thinking about them while you go until you just know what they are. You'll eventually, 12's kind of one of those really unique words in our English language, so it'll pop out for your brain eventually. But for right now, let's just spell them out, and then we'll go ahead and create the numbers that go with them. So 11 is this one right here. And for our word, it's that one right there. So 11 is one extra little one and one group of tens. So we've got a 1 in our 1 place value, and we've got a 1 in our tens place value. So because this doesn't match the other one, we can kind of show it a different way. So I'm going to go ahead and get our group of tens out of the way. So we have one group of 10. So I drew 10 dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 11 has one little extra guy with it. So I just put a 1 on the outside of that. I've got 10 plus 1, so it's 10, 11. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 11 is spelled E-L-E-V-E-N. So one of the things that's cool about 11 is it's got a whole bunch of E's in it. E letter, E letter, E letter. Maybe that'll help you out with figuring out how to spell it. Eventually, you're just going to have to know it. So 12 is another one of those words that doesn't match any of the different patterns that we've learned. It looks like this. This is the number version of it. It is a 1 in the tens column, and then 2 extra little ones, 2 ones and 1 group of 10. 12 is spelled T-W-E-L-V-E. There's reasons behind that, but they are not going to be very important for you right now, so we're just going to show you what it looks like. It's one group of 10. That's what this one right here is showing us. This one is showing us there's one group of 10, so you can just go ahead and draw that. And then this number right here shows us how many little guys to draw afterwards. It says 2. So we're going to draw 2 extra little dots for 12. Now we're going to count them out just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 dots. That's how we would show the number. That's how you're going to show it in the work. And that's another number that we know now. 13 kind of sticks to the pattern that we've been learning. It looks like this, 13. One group of 10 and 3 little ones afterwards is what the number looks like. It's spelled like this. So 13 is spelled T-H-I-R-T-E-E-N. So you'll be tracing that today. We know that the word part teen means and 10. Thir has to do with the number 3. It's how we begin words that usually have to do with the number 3. So this means 3 and 10, kind of like our other numbers. So we'll go ahead and start with our 10s again with this one, just because we've been sticking with 10 first for 12 and 11. So we're going to go ahead and draw out a 10, because we know that there's at least one 10. There is one 10 in this number, one group of 10. And then we'll make our little circle around it, because that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we know that there's going to be this many little ones left over. This 3 tells us that we need to draw 1, 2, 3 extra dots to show it. So that would be 13. And then we're going to go way past all of our teen numbers. We now have done 13, 12, 11, and we're going to talk very briefly about 20, because this is our new group of 10s. 20 is spelled like this. Here is our 20. Okay. It starts the same way as 12, and it looks like this is a number. So what this number is telling us, we're going to have 0 little extra guys floating around out here, and we are going to have 2 groups of 10. I told you 10 was an important number. You're going to be like, why are we always talking about 10? Groups of 10 are super important. 20 is spelled T-W-E-N-T-Y. 20. Okay? So when you're writing that out, that's what it looks like. And for that, it means we have 2 groups of 10. So you can start making those pretty quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I put little circles around it because it helps me remember how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I put another little circle around it. And then I say, how many big groups do I have? I've got 1 big group, 2 big groups. That's where that 2 and 20 comes from, okay? So when you're showing this on your pages, you're going to try to color in different shapes, but you're going to try to match these numbers. So let's look at your page real fast that you guys are going to be working on. So what you got here is you got more than enough shapes to show these colors, okay? They went ahead and gave you a ton of shapes. But what you need to do is you need to look at this number and try to think of what it is. They're out of order, just to try to get you to bend your brain a little bit more, and that's okay that your brain's bending. That's how you learn. So this is the number 13. This is the word 13, so you're going to want to trace that just to get some practice with how it feels to draw it. And then you have too many shapes here to be 13. So what I want you to do is I want you to start coloring them in and counting, okay? So I'm going to color them in real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there I've colored in 13. All of these are just extras, so don't worry about those because that's not what I want you to do. I want you to color in 13 hearts. On your next one, you're going to look at 12 and see if you can color in 12 circles, okay? This one is the number 11. I want you to try to trace the word 11 and trace or color in 11 squares. And here, this is the number 20. Here is the word 20. Trace that and try to color in 20 triangles, okay? So count them out, do your best. Take a picture of it after you're done. Send it back to us so we know how you're doing on those number words. Take your time with writing those words. Try to be as careful with it as possible. Try to do your very, very best work. Be a quality producer. And we will see you for the next lesson.